The following presentation is a Windsor Wizard Broadcasting Network production.
Hello and welcome to H.J. Dudley Field for tonight's lacrosse game between the Windsor Wizards and the Erie Tigers. I'm Mike Vassa alongside Sean Billings. Sean, we're in for a good one tonight.
We are. This is going to be good.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups right now for Windsor and see who Windsor's going to have on the field. This will be the starting lineup at the time of the whistle. If you watch lacrosse at all or know what's going on here, you know that those lineups can change very, very fast. So as we look at our starting lineup, we got Carter Bailey, freshman, starting in goal. On defense, Jake Jackson on the left side, Alex Rolfe in the center, Gavin Bishop on the right side. Long stick midfielder, maybe you can tell us a little bit about that here in just a second, is Zach Johnson. Jesse Hendricks is also in the midfield. Gage Bachman, the face-off master that he is. And then we got Kenan Larm on the right side offensively, Carter Trimble in the center, and Hayden Williamson on the left side. Tell us a little bit about what you see for the starting lineup here.
It's a good starting lineup. That group there at attack, which is the three offensive guys, they're doing really well this year. As far as LSM, basically the LSM is what he's designed for is he could take the defense on either side of the field, you know.
Okay.
So you got a long pole that can go either way. A lot of good transition stuff that happens that way.
And we know that there can be some quick transitions offensively to defensively who may be coming on the field offensively or defensively for us if things change.
And don't ever be surprised that you get one of these long stick middies down there shooting a goal.
Right on. All right. Well, Erie comes in as the number 2 team in 4A. So Windsor's got their work cut out for them tonight. But Windsor coming off a big win versus Eagle Crest on Monday it was, I believe it was.
Yep.
A little bit of confidence there to grow on for them, and hopefully we can get things going. So Bachman's going to take the face-off, as is standard for Windsor, and comes up with the win. He usually wins the face-off, so
he's very good at
that's not something we need to question.
That's what they call a yard sale. Flip the stick right out of their hands with the ball in it.
Gotcha. Okay. So our first yard sale of the season. Prices are low right now. Prices are low.
Yeah.
So Erie back on the attack, moving down the field pretty rapidly at about the 30 football yard line, 20 yards away from the goal.
Yeah, a lot of time you have defensive middies that'll get it over for transition, get it down there, get the offensive group on the field, start moving the ball around, kind of slow it down until they can get everybody out there that they're looking to have out there.
Owen Karras leading the attack from the top there. That's number 8, Cooper Riley, for Erie as well, kind of just going back and forth. Looking to work it in, it looks like. Erie getting a little closer, looking for the attack. Windsor with some good checking action going there.
Yeah, defense is playing some good, kind of hold it in a little bit, hedging back a little bit, kind of keep the ball outside. Your attackers are more of a threat from the inside than they are from the outside. It's a goalie's dream to have that outside shot. It's a lot easier to see that ball coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. It's much better to have it come from the front as long as it's not too close. I always see those on SportsCenter, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's what they call on the doorstep.
Yeah, yep.
Nice.
Good check there. Number 2, that's Tanner Garcia, senior. Yeah. Just signed his letter of intent to play at William Jewell next season.
Solid D midi. He's super, super fast, which is great for that transition game. Stays out there quite a bit for the offense, too. Kind of a two-way midi.
Okay.
I was just kind of getting the groove, work it around until coach is ready for some cutters to cut across in this.
And will coach call for that, or is it kind of up to the players to figure that out when that's the best
typically
time?
You'll hear him call for something if he wants a change in it.
Gotcha, okay.
A lot of times they'll run this open set like this, and then they'll pull somebody in the middle to start pulling defenders back and forth.
That's Liam Charters with the ball right there at the top. Over to Garcia. As Windsor looks to keep possession. I'm sure that's part of their game plan today.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Keep the ball.
Just have more possession. It's always important.
Can't afford the turnovers, that's for sure. Gage Bachman, number 28, in there as well. As Windsor just looks for an opportunity. Hayden Williamson, one of the star sophomores for the Windsor, for the Wizards.
He's a solid attackman.
Coming for the shot, goes a little bit wide. That's number 8, Cooper Tyndall with the shot going a little bit wide on that, but Windsor will keep possession.
Good backup. One of the benefits of lacrosse.
.8:53 left in the first period. Windsor doing well to hold on tight so far against this Erie Tiger team that comes in fresh off of a win over Cherokee Trail the other day, taking out a 5A team.
Good check.
Windsor's able to keep possession, but good defense by Erie to knock that loose.
They're getting quite a good bunch of trail checks, so leaving that stick out for that defender just to kind of smack it from behind.
Smack it from behind. Now here comes Erie coming in. Carter Bailey in goal. Freshman, but a kid with a lot of talent.
Yes, he is.
Erie getting pretty close, getting in for the shot. There's the first shot. There's the first goal.
Number 22.
That one going to Liam Connors.
Yeah, Liam Connors is a
Erie.
Solid player. I've been watching him a lot of years. Watched him grow up playing against other teams that I coached, and he's a very solid kid.
There's the end of the replay right there as the shot went up high on Bailey. Got to be a tough spot to be goalie when the ball's so close to you like that.
Yeah, and it's hard to read the shot where they're going with it.
Whistles on the face-off.
Looks like he went early.
Gage went a little bit early, so Erie gets possession. Gage doing his best just to get any advantage he can. Now Erie back on the attack.
It's another one of those where it's trying to get him on the doorstep, but we were there for it. So
good defense by the Wizards.
Yeah, the Wizards are doing great.
Back to Carter, who's got the ball.
Oh, in and out.
Oh,
so anytime the goalie has the ball on his stick and he steps out of the crease and then steps back in, that's going to be an automatic turnover.
Okay.
Once you step out, you're out.
And we're talking the blue circle there.
Yeah, that blue circle. And
okay.
It goes the same for a defender. If a defender has the ball within it and then comes out, or they have it from without and they go in, it's the same thing. It's can't be in and out of it.
It's kind of the no contact zone.
Yeah.
So if you step in there and step out of it, you're kind of abusing the rule a little bit. Connors with the ball again. Doing some work against Jake Jackson back there on defense. And another shot and another goal.
Number 3.
Again. Set up by Connors.
To number 3.
Goal to number 3.
Liam Burns.
There you go. Ryan Burns with the
Or
score.
Ryan Burns, yeah.
So
They
just
kind of
like,
worked it around, moved. Anytime you're coming around the cage like that, you're going to move a defender.
yeah.
So they move the defender because they get caught ball watching. It leaves the guy right there wide open.
Is it more for Windsor man-to-man defense, or are they playing a little zone?
You know, Coach Blue likes to run the zone.
Uh-huh.
They've talked a lot more about trying to play a little bit more man. Usually with a team that can really spin the ball pretty well, a man defense is a lot better.
Another turnover there by Windsor.
Yeah.
Scramble for the ball.
Looks like they came away with it.
Picked up by number 7, Davis Mundy.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a possession game. I mean, this game's going to be super important to definitely lead the possession game.
Going pretty fast, too. We're already about 6 minutes into the first quarter. A lot of possession by both teams.
Yeah, both teams pretty much, they're taking a pretty slow approach, settling it in, get the offense working, trying to find that right shot. Not a lot of, really rushing it like some teams get into. You get into a lot of that rushing game, and then it's real back and forth.
Good shot there by Erie. Went off the post.
Kohler's best friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Karras with the ball now. Back to Mendenhall. Or excuse me, not Mendenhall. That's Charlie O'Brien. Going for the shot and the goal. Little spinorama there.
Yeah, that jumper like that is tough to. It's tough for the goalie to see where that ball is coming from because the stick is hidden behind the body. Looked like this.
Here's a replay of that shot coming around. Yep, like you said, he's got it up kind of behind his back. And next thing you know, it's flying at you.
Windsor up top was a little bit ball watching. Could have slid to that ball a little sooner. Kind of give him some help, but
Windsor's got some great senior leadership on their team, but they're overall pretty young.
yes, yeah. They graduated a lot of kids last year.
Yeah. Great group of seniors this year, though.
Yes.
Tanner Garcia, Zach Johnson, just to name a few. Trey Botts on there as well. Preston Billings signing his letter of intent.
Yeah.
Another goal there by Erie.
Pretty similar shot from the last one from that corner right there.
Davis Mundy with the goal on that one.
Yeah.
Just like that, Windsor's down 4-0. Going to take a look at that replay. Tough to even follow the ball.
Yeah, it's and the tough thing is you get some defenders in the way, and next thing you know, the goalie can't even see where it's coming from. He's screened by his own guys. And that's kind of the reason for that shot. They come up on that corner because that corner right there, you can really use the screens from the other guys.
Preston Billings takes a good check there, but comes back up with the ball. Now he's getting abused there by a couple of players. No whistle. Ball back to Erie.
Some good solid body play.
I don't think they would list lacrosse as a non-contact sport.
No. You'll hear the arguments all the time. Well, things that people see and they're like, wow, that was a little rough. Well, it definitely is.
Now, what are the specifics about that? I know you can smack the stick for sure.
Yeah, so like this, it looks
Flag
like we're
on the
going to
play
get
as we're talking
looks like
about
we're
it.
going to get a cross check. Yeah. So cross check is they're basically you can hold somebody back with a stick without any gloves on it, but as soon as you extend your arms into the player, you're always going to get that's an automatic going to be a 1-minute penalty for a cross check. You can hold them off that way, but as soon as you extend the arms and come into them with knock them out, especially knocking them off their feet. That's going to always be a penalty.
Penalty goes to Erie. Alex Janata picking up the cross-checking penalty. Continue on with what you're saying about what's the difference between a penalty and just a good check.
So, like good checks, sometimes you're going to hit the body. You're going to hit the body with these good slap checks and stuff like that. As long as your intent is you're going for the stick, but is anything that's attached to the stick is considered part of the stick.
Oh, there's a shot
that's
and a
nice
goal
shot.
by Windsor.
Yeah, it looks like
Nice play from the outside. Can't see the number on that.
oh, that's Hayden.
21, Hayden Williamson. Again, he ripped that sucker from about, I'm going to say about 20, 25 yards out.
Yeah. That was
Had a good
shot.
screen in front of him.
Yeah.
There's the replay on that. Just a nice whip on that. So, just like that, Windsor gets one on the board, 4-1. 4:08 left in the first quarter. 4 12-minute quarters.
Good confidence builder right there.
Yeah, that was a big play. They needed that. Erie had kind of taken over. That penalty sure helped too, I think. It kind of made Erie shrink back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Play man disadvantage defense. Oh, nice save by Bailey.
They call those goals. That's considered a man-up goal. So you should hopefully always get those. I mean, you got one more offender on the field. And
seems like it's so
they
easy.
do, but
Flying in now. Shot goes wide. I couldn't quite see the number.
Hayden.
Who that was? Hayden Williamson
Hayden
again.
Williamson.
Hayden Williamson, not just a lacrosse player, but a pretty good hockey player as well.
Yeah.
His dad used to play for the Eagles
Oh, nice.
quite a while.
Yeah.
So they've got some good good ball experience.
Yeah, it's not unheard of. I mean, in Canada, this is what hockey players do. In the off season, they play lacrosse.
I was going to say I see some definite similarities
Yeah.
between hockey and lacrosse. Great save there by the keeper for Erie. That was a good shot on net and a good, but even better save.
Colin Silters.
Erie back on the attack. Ball goes way wide. Bounced off of a.
It looks like Windsor's
stick.
coming out a little bit, over pursuing. So, like, you're coming out at your attacker a little bit quick, and so you can't really stop to get your feet in place.
Yeah.
They just run right by you. Lacrosse, very similar on the defensive side to basketball. It's it's a position game. It's a foot position game, and then the stick's secondary.
A little bit of hockey, a little bit of soccer,
Yeah.
a little bit of basketball.
The amazing thing is this game came first.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, long before Naismith ever cut a hole in a peach basket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a quarter Mohawk, so I'm part of the St. Regis Mohawk tribe.
Right
so
on.
It's kind of in our blood.
Yeah, but that's kind of
follow
fascinating.
the Nationals and Haudenosaunee Nationals, and it's a great game.
And your son, Preston, obviously playing for the team.
Yeah.
Signed to, where's he going to school?
Southern Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Southern Virginia. He's going to go be a Knight, just like his older brother played there as well.
Okay.
He played
excellent.
for Windsor for a year and then went there. So.
Congratulations to you. It sounds like that's pretty.
Yeah,
it's
it's fun.
A big success for the whole fam.
Yeah, it's varsity lacrosse, so they're excited. He's super excited.
Erie on the attack. Minute 40 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, both teams pretty patient, in the offense, trying to work that in to get that. It's always best, you can shoot from anywhere, but it's better to get that shot,
Sure.
That one.
And you can work as long as you need to down there.
No shot clocks yet in the high school game. I'm sure it's coming. They finally got the collegiate game on shot clocks, and the pros are on shot clocks. But
how long would it say shot clock at those levels?
Well, at the collegiate game, it's 60 seconds, I think.
Okay.
It could be a little bit longer, maybe 80. I'm not 100% sure,
Okay.
honestly. The biggest thing is, that you have to worry about in the high school game is you got 20 seconds to get it into the box.
Okay.
So there's a blue box over here on the offensive side. You got 20 seconds on your clear to get it in there. Otherwise, it's a failure to advance. So it's kind of interesting, during that time, that's when your offensive players almost turn into defenders, and they're doing the ride, trying to get them from being able to clear it. So.
Just about 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Erie probably going to hold to that last shot. Windsor showing well today so far. Got down early 4-0, came back, picked up a goal.
Missed a good cut there.
Cut it to 4-1. Looks like Windsor's going to end up with the ball and be glad to get to the second quarter.
Yeah, looks like he's just going to take a shot at the goal.
And there is the end of the first quarter with the score, Erie 4, Windsor 1. And now they will switch ends?
They'll switch ends,
Okay.
yep. So every quarter we switch ends. And
not much weather to speak of tonight. A nice breeze,
yeah.
but flag's not
it's a good night
not
for
flapping
lacrosse.
too hard.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Ahead of the wet weather we're supposed to get in the next couple days. Welcome to Colorado.
That's when lacrosse is fun, when the weather's wet. 'Cause
Spring sports.
well, you know that the mesh in your stick just when it gets wet, the ball throws weird. The things get stretched out.
Yeah.
Guys have a hard time keeping it in their stick, and so it's tough in the wet.
It's probably a little harder to throw it in there. I'll bet it gets a
yeah.
little tacky. That
Well, you get you have your shooter strings that come across,
Uh-huh.
in the top, and when those get wet, then they're a little bit more spongy, so they're not quite where you're used to them. So
Coach John Ballou and Steve Karsten,
Yeah.
head coach.
yeah, Steve, a Windsor alum, played here and has coached here for a lot of years. His dad was the head coach before, Ballou had taken
Okay.
over last year.
So this is Carson's first year head coach.
Yeah, first year head
Right on,
coach.
okay.
His little brother Joe is also a coach on the team, and
Oh, okay.
he's just mainly JV coach, but JV coaches come out there and help as well.
Sure.
Another coach that helps out is Ethan, who played on the team last year.
Okay.
Um,
Keeping it in the family.
yeah, it's good,
Yeah.
Bring people
No
back
doubt.
and give these guys an opportunity to coach where they played. It's good experience.
Bachman in to take the face off. Number 9, Alex Janata for Erie, also in on the face off. 4-1 as we start the second quarter in a home conference game for Windsor.
Looks like he went early again.
I'm guessing Gage senses the importance of his role tonight, keeping the ball out of Erie's hands.
You get a little, get that anticipation going, and then you kind of get a little dazzled when you get up there.
Mm-hmm. And it's on the call of the official, I would assume.
Yeah, it's on that whistle. As soon
Okay.
as the whistle goes, and if you move from the position at all, a nice save.
Great
Right
save
on the
by
goal
Bailey.
line.
Dug it off the line.
Yeah,
We won't have an instant replay of that one. We're just going to call it a good save.
yeah, it was a great save.
Great save.
I mean, he kept it right at that goal line.
Pretty unusual for a freshman to start at keeper, I would assume.
Yeah, it's there's a few very, very skilled positions in lacrosse that, that not a lot of people go after. Just, it takes a special breed. My older son was a goalie, and it's definitely a different kind of kid that plays that spot. I mean, you look at them and they wear less pads than the guys on the field.
I was going to say, he doesn't
And
look like he's got more pads, that's for sure.
Yeah, and they got 90 mile an hour,
Wow.
plus rubber balls, coming at them, and so it takes a different type of person.
I did get a chance to talk to Carter today. We had PSAT testing, and saw him during one of his breaks, and said, good luck tonight. And he's like, I'm gonna be hurting in the morning, I think.
Yeah.
So he knew what was coming. But he's done great so far. 4-1.
Yes, he has.
Windsor on the attack. Hayden Williamson with the shot. Good shot. Even better save. Good save by the keeper. That's number 24, Colin Selters, senior for Erie with the big save. Good shot by Hayden.
Yeah, a lot of times those, when you're kind of just you and the goalie, you got to. It's good to change levels a little bit. Like, it looks like when you come underhand, a lot of times they think you're going to go low.
Yeah.
If you can get it to that low to high, or low to lower.
Yeah.
A lot of times
Throw a little curve
goalie's
action.
pretty ready for that. So I think they're going to call that a push.
Yeah. Karras had the ball there, got
Couple
shoved from behind.
Yeah, a couple different pushes in lacrosse. You know, if they have the ball in their stick and they're pushed, it's a penalty. But if it's a push without possession, it's just a change of possession.
Okay.
They just retain possession or it switches possession.
Connors with the ball. Over to Karras, and now on to Riley. Ball inside. Nice shot.
Save,
Good
nice
save. Shot by Connors again. Bailey with the big save. Connors coming again with the shot.
Nice,
blocked.
nice check.
Blocked from behind by number 10, Zach Johnson, senior.
Yeah, very nice check. Kind of saved that goal right there, any potential of it.
Windsor with the ball now.
So this is what you call a ride, what Erie's doing right now. They're
There's the
doing what they can
replay of the save.
Oh, nice.
Turnover. Trey Botts had the ball, is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, they're running a really good ride right now, so just trying to get that ball over.
Long pass, nice pickup. Over to Kenan Larm in the back there, number 15. Over to Garcia. Garcia's kind of the quarterback of the offense.
He is. They'll slow it down now, try to get some movement in the ball, spread everybody out, and then I think they'll start working some people through the middle.
Bachman over to Landon Scruggs. On to Williamson. Back to Larm. Trey Garcia, of course, going on to college to play lacrosse, but is a pretty good basketball player as well.
Yeah, he's definitely a multi-sport athlete.
No doubt.
I mean,
Took his team to the Final Four this year for the boys.
that was
Lost
a
to
great
the
team.
eventual champions. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was
Yeah.
good season for the boys in general, though.
Yeah.
Really, really proud of their accomplishments. They played great.
So when he gets up like that and they kind of, let him get out there by himself, they call that isolating. So they'll spread everybody away from it. He'll isolate that deep hole, and it turns into a one-on-one game,
Garcia looking to find some room.
Yeah, he's really
As soon as he
fast
goes in,
shot.
though, he's going to feel it. Good shot over the top, though. Had some good movement, got some good penetration towards the net.
Did, made some good dodges and work his way through.
Back to Windsor. Moving the ball around. 7:25 left in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like Windsor might have got their footing now.
Yeah, they seem to be at least comfortable
Yeah, it's slowed
with the
down
way
a
they're
little
playing
bit.
right
It's
now.
not so sporadic, and we're getting some stops and
Turnover.
Yeah, it looks like it might have had an interference or something. Or a lot of times when you see that, somebody's trying to work down there and they get in their way, or they keep them from being able to do their job. It's interference, kind of similar to basketball.
Yeah. Windsor gets the ball right back, though.
Looking to clear.
Oh. Bachman losing possession of that ball. Hustling off, hustling on now. That was number 34, Cale Mutual. And number 11, Preston Billings coming on.
Looks like he was in the crease, stepped in the crease before
Okay.
came across. So
Turnover for Erie. Windsor now back on the attack, looking to advance the ball.
struggling a little bit getting these clears.
There's the save, the replay of that save again. You could see him step into the crease. Nice job by our camera operators to get that. But you could definitely see stepping in the crease.
Yeah, great job. Good solid crew.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
A little short-handed tonight, but we'll make it through.
I've enjoyed watching Windsor broadcasting. I got to watch a lot of the basketball games that way, so since I work nights most of the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is our third game this week.
Yeah.
Got the week off next week. Everybody's on the road. But then the following week, we'll be back at it with 3 games in 5 days. And then just like that, regular season's almost over, and here we go, playoffs.
Yeah.
These seasons happen so fast. They really do. When you think about when you start, beginning of March, and by middle of May, it's done.
There you go. Nice turnover. Got a good check on him. Got him to dislodge the ball a little bit.
Back the other way. Good camera work. Love it. That was Gage Bachman taking the ball to Williamson. Back to Larm. Another whistle.
Timeout, it looks like.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Coach Karsten wants to
talk things over. Yeah. Windsor holding on tight. Got down 4-0 early with about 4 minutes left, 6 minutes left in the first half. They were down 4-0. Got a goal back and have played really well since that time.
Yeah. Played some good solid D. We're just
Coach Larm
need to make a little bit more happen on that.
Coach Karsten talking him up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a defender, so Coach Ballou right there, and Coach Carson with the offensive side over there.
Gotcha. See Trey Botts there with his helmet off, senior as well. Part of that senior leadership. So as you can see on the side that we're looking at right here, this is our defense, and then another separate huddle over there to the right. That's the offense, talking things over during this timeout. All right, back at it. Here we go.
Let's see, we got dialed up here for the Wizards.
Windsor will retain possession on the offensive end. 5:17 left. First half. Really be good if Windsor could pick up a goal on this trip down the field.
I think they're going to work it around, maybe isolate somebody, it looks like, with nobody in the middle, or start getting some cuts going.
Williamson back to Larm. Now over to the right side. Back to Garcia. Bachman with the ball. Yeah, they have totally vacated the middle. Windsor has absolutely nobody.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to start getting people cutting through.
There we go. A little movement towards the net now. Bachman in there.
There you go. That's what we're looking for.
Had a good opportunity there.
A little bit, pass was a little low, but that was the right call right there. He's going to.
Kenan Larm made the big cut.
If he'd had that right there, I mean, that would have been a good solid pass.
So Erie now back on the attack.
Yeah, both offenses pretty patient with what they're
Windsor
doing.
playing tight defense, but somehow Sam Beach finds a hole.
Yeah, it looks like he
scores.
Just got past that stick. Like I was talking about before, kind of got to get the positional game down a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes defenders will rely on that stick a little bit, and that's a pretty quick little move right there that he just got free enough to get that underhand shot through.
Saw his opportunity and got aggressive with it.
Yeah, low to low shot. If Gage Bachman can get us the ball back.
I said that was Sam Beach. That was actually Sean Davidson with the goal for Erie, number 5. Windsor back at it. Bachman doesn't win the faceoff this time. I think that's the first one he's actually lost today. Had a couple called back on whistles, but that's actually the first one he's been beaten on today. Erie now making some changes, getting the offensive midfielders in. 3 players coming on. Windsor packing it in. 3 in the front, 2 in the back. Definitely has his own feel to it.
Missed pass right there. Good turnover for the Wizards.
Nice.
Unfortunate for the Tigers there.
It's going to sound like a ridiculous question, but how many balls does a team go through each year? It's got to be a lot.
Hundreds,
Really?
if not thousands. Yeah.
Oh, bad move by Windsor. Sorry, didn't mean to take your attention away.
Oh, you're fine.
Got the goalie behind. Carter Bailey wasn't back. Threw a pass up front that was intercepted by number 22. That's Liam Connors again. Picked that off, had an empty net to throw it at. And just like that, it's now 6-1.
Got to be real careful with that rock.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Especially down there.
learning moment. We call that a teaching moment.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, back to the balls. I mean, it's usually hundreds of thousands. I just heard EJ. He was just talking about it the other day. I guess he was all upset. My daughter was telling me. She's one of the managers for the Wizards.
Yeah.
He was so upset about how many balls they've gone through, but it's the name of the game, you know.
I think I actually have one in my office. I'll give it to Trey, and you guys have an extra one. Just a random lacrosse ball laying around at my desk.
You know, they get in everywhere. And
They are
dark by
everywhere.
the time you're going to pick them all up, and you miss them.
Well, I'll tell you what. When somebody who's never played lacrosse gets to feel one of those balls,
oh yeah,
we're all surprised how solid
very, very
that
solid.
ball is. And like you said,
it's about 3. There's a 3. Usually there are 2 or 3 different types of rubber in them.
wow.
It's like a core system.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't feel good to be pelted by one of
Oh
those.
no, that's why I say these goalies that's a different breed.
Moving in. Garcia looking to get something going behind the net.
Yes.
Back out front.
It's a good non-force right
Pass
there.
over. Oh,
Yes.
another good save. Great shot there by Windsor. Good job working that ball around. Hayden Williamson had the shot. But again, big save by Selters.
Yeah, we're getting the good shots. We got to get that rebound.
Yeah.
Windsor's got to get that rebound.
Yep, Selters having a good game so far. There's the replay of that shot, and just kind of right at him. It was net right in front of the numbers there to make that save.
Right.
Erie working the ball around.
Be real patient. Ah.
It's Connors again
Yeah,
with the shot and the goal.
that's a tough one. Sometimes you just don't get that, the head of that stick planted down. Goalie gets real frustrated with themselves on those ones. Those are their money. Those low shots like
Those
that.
low shots like that, yeah.
Goalies consider that their money,
Especially when you got no padding on those skinny freshman
Oh,
legs.
yeah.
You don't have a lot of stuff to get in the way.
I mean, you get a lot of goalies there's a lot of goalies that play with sweats every game.
Mm-hmm.
But you get these diehards like this, they play in the same shorts, and they're. The best part is you watch these goalies take it to a leg or something, and they're just aggressive, ready to get back in the game.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No shin guards, no nothing.
No, yeah.
Long pass
And
by Erie, getting him right
out there
back
kinda-
into it. That was that one long stick midfielder you were talking about.
Yeah.
Bam, just like that.
So
Connors again. I think that's his 4th goal on the night.
Yeah, that's a situation where their middies didn't get back. I mean, the 3 defenders were down there all by themselves on 4 guys.
With that long stick defender, here's a replay of that goal coming right there at the top.
Yeah. Those long stick middies, man, they get over there and they're just
Yeah.
trouble. And the last thing a goalie wants to see is that they don't want to see a shot from them, because the trajectory coming off a pole from the short stick is so much harder to figure out where it's coming from.
Good aggressive play by Windsor, but they're going to get whistled for it.
Yeah, looks like they're going to push a possession.
1 minute left in the first half.
Looks like they're just going to work through it nice and patient like they've been
Yeah.
pretty much the entire game. It's a good way to run an offense.
So as long as they're in that blue box area.
Yeah.
They
So once you get into that, you got to all you have to do is step into it.
Gotcha.
Step
Just like
into
that
it, and you
right
can
there.
come back out of it.
Reset the clock.
Yeah.
O'Brien with the ball now. Looking to get a shot. Got some good
body,
checking
good
action
body
by
on it.
Windsor.
Nice job.
22 seconds left in the first half.
Coming through the middle. Somebody's got to pick him up.
Coming around front. Connor with the ball. No surprise there.
There
Nice
you go.
hard
This is
shot.
Nice
Good
stop.
deflection on the defense. 4 seconds
go.
left. Gonna have to go for it. Long ball. And there's the whistle.
Yep.
So, at the end of the second quarter, end of the first half, Windsor putting up a battle, putting up a tough fight against the number 2 team in the state, Erie. But Erie on top 8-1. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with you with the second half in just a bit.
Community is one of our core values at Windsor State Bank, and we are proud to celebrate 10 years of helping, encouraging, and meeting the financial needs of our community. We work with our customers to help them realize their financial dreams, whether opening a business, purchasing a home, or planning for retirement. Our bank is run by local people who are dedicated to serving the financial needs of the area, and we take pride in providing exceptional customer service and building trust with our customers. If you are looking for a bank who knows your first name, then you're in the right place. Windsor State Bank, invested in our community, invested in you.
Looking for Windsor's best pizza? There's only one place to go, and that's Pelican Joe's. Locally owned and operated, Pelican Joe's makes for great pizza every time. Pizza isn't their only specialty. They also make wings, salads, and everyone's favorite, pizza rolls. Call Pelican Joe's now.
Welcome back to H.J. Dudley Field for tonight's matchup between the Windsor Wizards and the Erie Tigers. As we begin the third quarter, Erie is up 8-1. Not necessarily a score indicative of the play. I think Windsor's played a pretty good game tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Just haven't gotten some of the goals that that maybe Erie has. For Erie, Colin Selters, the keeper, senior keeper, has had a really good night, stopping some tough Windsor shots. And on the other side, Carter Bailey has had some great saves as well. He's just facing more shots.
He is. He's they definitely get more shots off at him. We're getting down there playing some offense, but we're not getting the shots that we need. I mean, it's statistics, right? If the more you shoot, the more chances you have it might go in.
Odds are forever in your favor. Beautiful night there, though. You saw that shot of the clouds kind of hanging off in the background. Supposed to get some snow in the next, well, we're going to call it snur, rain-snow mix in the next 24 hours. But tonight, a great night for some home lacrosse. Windsor will be on the road next week for, I believe, a couple of contests.
Yeah.
As conference play really starts to pick up for both of these teams. Erie comes in as the number 2 ranked team in the state. Windsor starting out with the ball.
Yeah, not quite to that point of the game where we got to pick up the pace a little bit, but it'll come.
Yeah, well.
Urgency.
Yeah, every second that ticks off right now is an important one, but Windsor's got to stick to their game plan, as we talked about earlier, kind of leaving that middle empty and eventually starting to make some runs and look for those opportunities. But Erie's defense solid.
Yeah, they're not falling for the open middle. They're sloughing back in like they should, hedging back in, and just waiting for, the Wizards players to come to them. So,
head coach for Erie is Nick Mandia. Been there for a few years, I believe. Good shot attempt by Windsor, but saved again by Selters. And now back on the attack. That's been an issue for Windsor tonight, is getting back on defense after building up an attack. And now just like that, Erie is back in action, looking to come around the front. That's been their wheelhouse of opportunity, is to start from that backside of the net and run around to the front, pass it across the face of the net, and get their shots off.
Yeah, they kind of run, there's some drills that they run before the game where they let the offensive guy runs and then they wait 2 seconds and then let the D go to kind of practice that kind of transition game. But Erie's got some fast kids, a bunch of fast players there. So they're working it around, but they're really getting themselves in a little bit closer into the goal.
The shot there
That's
by
good,
Erie.
Good D-lift on that.
Going a little wide. That was number 12, Charlie O'Brien. Erie does have 9 seniors. Excuse me, I believe that was what it was, 9 or 12. 10 seniors on their squad. So
number 6, Owen Karras shot wide left on that goal there.
Windsor's only got 10 seniors on their, or excuse me, 6 seniors on their squad. So age difference here, experience difference.
Yep.
Showing up a little bit. That's 22. Liam Connors, the man of the night so far.
Half the goals.
Yeah. Looking for the shot. There's the shot.
Nice save.
Good save by Bailey Carter. Got to stick right up there where it needed to be.
And it's now got to clear it down the field.
There's a replay of that save by Bailey. Nice job by him. Windsor back on the attack now, getting a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah,
driving in. Turnover.
kind of rushing it a little bit. But, if we can get some of these turnovers, these ground balls, it's
Can't
everything.
pick it up. There we go. That's number 9, Jake Jackson, with the scoop on that one. Garcia with the ball over to Hayden Williamson.
That's the important thing. Every one of those ground balls that comes in, we have to be, Windsor has to get those. Wizards have to have them.
Williamson with a good shot there. A nice low grounder, but saved again by Selters.
Yeah, he's really solid down low.
You have to get some interference in front of him, it seems like. You got to have something there to distract him a little bit.
Well, and it seems that like a lot of the Windsor's shots have been like straight on shots.
Yeah.
And the key to getting good goals is to get the goalie to move. So movement in front of the crease, you move that goalie and then you shoot. That's a good plan of attack when it comes to, offense. You got to move that guy.
Good swat there by Zach Johnson to keep the ball out of Erie's hands. Timeout on the field. I didn't see who called it.
It would have been Windsor would have had to call it.
Okay.
So the only time you can call a timeout in lacrosse is if you have possession or it's a like it goes out of bounds or something like that.
So Windsor with their first timeout of the second half. That'll leave them with 1 left in the half.
It looks like Coach Carson's trying to get something going with these guys. That huddle there.
Big game for the Wizards on Saturday at Canvas Field in Fort Collins, CSU Stadium for some people. But they're playing the Poudre School District All-Stars.
Yeah, that'll be a
That's a unique experience to have all of the Poudre School District playing lacrosse as a single team.
Well, what's weird is it was a couple years ago, my older son was still playing, and they had an Adams 12 had a combined team. And they came up with a rule that everybody had to be under a school. And so at that time, that's when the Poudre District, all the schools had their own team.
Yeah.
And then they all started to play as Poudre High School, and then they changed it and allowed them to play as school
Poudre
district now. So
because it was Poudre High School last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No,
it was Rocky Mountain. They played under Rocky Mountain logos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Poudre School District All-Stars.
Yeah. Which is another really solid
Oh, yeah.
lacrosse team.
When you think about Fossil, Rocky, Fort Collins, Poudre.
Yeah, very, very deep.
All very, probably very good teams in themselves playing lacrosse.
Lots of players.
So that game will take place on Saturday at Canvas Stadium on the CSU campus. Great opportunity for these boys to play at the next stadium level.
Yeah.
Another goal there by Erie, coming from the outside. I believe that was number 7, Davis Mundy, with the goal there.
Even CSU's college lacrosse team doesn't get to play there very often.
My bad. That was number 3, Ryan Burns. Yeah, it'll be a great experience for those kids to play in such a large stadium. Hopefully we have a good turnout.
Yeah, I believe it's 3:30.
Yeah, okay.
Saturday.
Here we've got a score of 9-1. Erie on top of the Wizards. Erie back with the ball. A little scramble going on. Windsor comes up with it. Another turnover. As the ball
You got to have those ground balls.
bounces around there a little bit. Tanner Garcia turns the ball over. Back to Erie. Back the other way. That's Liam Connor with the ball. Bringing it up. Changes on the field for Erie. Number 6, Owen Karras, comes onto the field, as well as number 3, Ryan Burns. Getting their offensive attack going.
Looks like they're running a little deeper into their midi lines. Yeah, a lot of times teams will run like a certain line. So you have first line, second line, third line of middies. So you kind of get some, the ability to work together.
Hockey reference there.
Yeah.
That's number 6, Karras with the ball. looking for his opportunity. Erie seems a little bit more comfortable with having some players in that middle area as opposed to Windsor where they're cleaning it out a little bit.
Yeah, they play a lot closer in offense altogether. I mean, they don't play as far out.
Carter Bailey coming up with that one. Needed that one. That was going to be ugly if he wasn't able to get a hold of that ball. But he did. Got the pass upfield.
And Hayden Williamson.
You know he's going to shoot. Shoot or shoot. Good pass, actually.
He was looking for that better shot.
Got through number 8, Cooper Tyndall. Made a turnover. Ball back to Erie. 5:19 left in the third quarter. Ball's up in the air. Windsor's going to get that one off a turnover.
Errant pass, yeah.
They're going to say the ball went out on Windsor.
Yeah, it looked like like Erie checked the stick and the ball fell out of the stick, so it would have been Windsor to be the last to touch it. So. So he's over the midline, so he's offside. So the possession changes back to Wizards. Windsor's going to take it down, slow it down on offense a little bit, and work it around. Hopefully, get some good offensive play in there. I can't hear you.
Over to Trey Botts. Yeah, Windsor looking to build something up. A little change of plans as people start to cloud the middle a little bit quicker than they were in the first half. Looking for that interference we were talking about.
Yeah, got to get some a little bit of urgency, I think, and start, taking the shots, making those skip passes, as they refer to, skipping the next guy and passing over the top.
Gotcha, okay.
Can be dangerous. He was fairly open all by himself. Cooper Tyndall.
Cooper Riley bringing it up for Erie. Off to Charlie O'Brien. O'Brien now passing the ball outside. Back to Brian. Back to Karras. Lots of talk going on the field. Ball behind the net, back up front. Tipped pass, they're going to call it. It's going to go right back to Windsor. Looking for a little fast break opportunity.
Yeah, I had the numbers.
Williamson pulls it back. Good idea.
Erie got their defenders back pretty quick.
Yeah, they do move pretty quick back on defense. 2:38 left in the third quarter. Windsor with the ball. Williamson. Back to Bachman. Back to Botts. And then over to Charters. Charters trying to drive in a little bit. Liam Charters with the ball.
Kind of one of the downsides right there with not having anybody in the middle. I mean, you try to ISO and get your way in there. You got two guys on you in a heartbeat because there's nobody to worry about in the middle.
They are gravitating to the ball defensively, and with good reason.
At least if you ISO and there's somebody in the middle.
Bachman with the drive, looking to get a shot off. Got Cooper Tyndall over here on the other side, but got to get it through a bunch of wickets to get there. Ball back out top. Trey Botts missed the pass. Charters missed that ball.
Picked up by Williamson. Tripped.
No call.
We're going to get a penalty on that.
Oh, yep, there's the flag. So now Windsor can just hold on to the ball and wait for that penalty, just like hockey as well.
Yeah, that just it stays with you until change of possession or if we score. So with a score, a lot of times though, it's the penalty will get waived off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Windsor does come up with the score though. Gage Bachman with a nice shot from quite a bit outside. Ball goes into the bottom left of the net, just like that. Windsor gets one back, 9-2. 1:17 left in the first. Let's see if they wave off the penalty or if it'll stick. Referee is
going to go ahead and keep the
penalty.
Keep the penalty for a trip, so it'll be a man up face off. Be man up for a minute. So
Hudson Den Hartog won with the penalty.
see if they can. If Windsor can do
Windsor's
something
got a
with
man
this.
advantage. Someone lost their stick.
Yeah, knocked. Problem was he got a stick knocked out of his hand and continued to play, so he's playing without a stick.
Okay.
So it's a
Can't do that.
violation. So it automatically the possession changes.
And now Erie with the ball can do everything possible just to kill off that penalty.
It's a tough thing to get used to between the indoor and outdoor game. And Gage Bachman is a big indoor, box lacrosse player.
Uh-huh.
On the indoor game, if you drop your stick, you continue to play.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you play positional defense basically without a stick. So
Interference style.
Yeah. Whereas out here, you drop it, you got to remove yourself from the play altogether.
30 seconds left in the third quarter.
That's a good check.
Shot wide.
Backed
Possession
up by Erie.
stays to Erie. 18 seconds left.
I mean, lacrosse is a game of runs,
And just like that, up top, Brian Burns with a great shot.
It's a game of runs. That's what we call a man down goal.
Yeah. Yeah, not exactly what you wanted to have
Yeah.
if you're Windsor. You had a man up, but they lost the ball on the turnover, and Erie just worked it out. And with 7 seconds left, they now take a 10-2 lead.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, even with these big spreads and points, you can never say in lacrosse because lacrosse is like I was saying before, it's a game of runs.
Yeah.
Because you can score, go back to the face-off, get the possession back, go score again, get your possession back, and you can continue doing
Keep
that.
going with that.
If you keep winning the face-offs. So
2 seconds left in the quarter, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with the score: Erie Tigers 10, Windsor Wizards 2. Windsor also has a game next week against Dawson School, formerly known as Alexander Dawson, I do believe.
yeah, I think that's just the shortened version on Max
Gotcha.
Preps. It's still Alexander Dawson.
Okay. And that'll be that game will be on Thursday. Start time 4:15. 3 o'clock start time for the Saturday game at Canvas Field. And then they have a home game the next week against Air Academy and also Thompson Valley. And the Windsor Wizard Broadcasting Network will be there for that. We may call upon your services again.
I'd love to do it.
Mike Vassa alongside Sean Billings for tonight's action. Sean making his announcer debut right here on the WWBN.
Best place to do it.
I just tell everybody, if you go on to win big-time Emmys, just remember to thank the little people when you're
That's
up there
right.
on the stage. I'd like to thank all the little people who helped me get there.
I always remember
That's
every
us.
step
We're
you
the
take.
little people. We'll take all the thanks we can get.
Of course. Yeah.
Bachman to begin the fourth period, taking the face-off, as he always does, and losing the face-off, which he doesn't usually do. And now we got a player down.
Call a push and
Hopping up. We're going to walk it off. It's number 9, Alex Janata.
Solid face-off kid there.
Yeah, that's a pretty exclusive position, isn't
Yeah,
it? If
it
you lose
is.
your face-off person, like Windsor did, had the
Yeah.
game on Saturday and
Yeah,
against Rez, got a little scrappy,
And then
and
to
Gage
come into mountain range,
Yeah.
that's a bad time to lose that spot. You know?
Gage was suspended for the game against Mountain Range, so he couldn't play, and Windsor really struggled with the face-offs.
It's a tough spot, too, because when the rule changes come out every year at this level and the NCAA level, they almost always change something at the face-off X. I feel for these guys. You know, you get so ingrained in the way you did things, and now the
Yeah.
next season you're like, nope, can't do that anymore. I got to do
Yeah,
it this way.
gotta change it all up.
Yeah.
The powers that be
Yeah.
are not always the powers that play.
Oh, I know. I mean, lacrosse has always been a very, very progressive sport when it comes to safety. You know, if something is not right.
Great pass inside. Number 6, Owen Karras with the goal.
Looked like we had a little bit of a slow slide there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good pass to get it into the middle,
Yeah.
but didn't really pick up on the defense to make that stop. As you were saying, lacrosse is probably one of the newer sports in the state of Colorado at the high school level.
Yeah, I mean, it's been around. I've given my age now. I mean, this year will be my 30th anniversary, 30th high school reunion.
Gotcha. Okay.
I played in high school.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it was there. It just wasn't as what it is now with as many schools and areas that did it.
Yeah.
You know? But they've, the sport's always been real progressive. They find something that's not safe, the rule changes.
Jumping on it
immediately.
pretty quick. Yeah.
Equipment-wise, like they were having a lot of kids struggling with, high school level injuries to the chest.
Uh-huh.
They automatically changed it. I think last year was the first year that the EKG pad was required, which has an extensive pad, and you cannot be on the field without it. The refs check for it. So that's a big change, things like that with equipment.
Now, you mentioned earlier the goalies, Connor Bailey specifically. Does he have one of those?
So they wear a different guard. They wear an actual full chest.
Full
guard.
chest. Okay.
So
I was going to say.
it has that same. Yeah, that's a tough one for a goalie. I mean, when they're on your doorstep.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to save.
Charlie O'Brien with the pass to get the ball up there.
Yeah.
Right over the top of the net. Beautiful night for a walk.
Yeah.
Walk on over, catch some lacrosse. Liam Connor with that last goal. Charlie O'Brien with the pass to him. By my count, I believe that's Connor's fifth goal.
Yeah.
Fifth goal of the night. 12 for the team. That's a pretty good average. Now Windsor comes right back.
There we go, yeah.
That was an act of
Gage
aggression.
Bachman.
Gage Bachman was like, I'm done with this. Let's get this going.
What they call it out there was top shelf. That's what they call that. Yeah.
That was a bull rush
Nice
top shelf.
Top corner goal. I mean, that's a solid score right there. And this is what I talk about, the whole make it, take it,
Uh-huh.
Like if he can win another one, you got possession right away again. It's coming back in points in lacrosse can be, you never know what's going to happen. This looks like Wizards come away with the face-off again, so make it, take it like I talked about. We score and come away with the ball. Just got to clear it down the field now. Oh, once we got numbers, I'm just going to slow it down. So we don't want to lose possession like that. Here's coming down over there, LSM. Kind of have long pole down there playing offense. They'll slow it down, get their offensive group on the field. But miscommunication there, right? Bad pass. Give it right back up. So slow it down again and kind of get the offense moving. Get them in place.
.8:42 left in the final period of play. Erie setting up again behind the net. Big shot coming in. Nice save by Bailey. Saw that one well.
Good clear on the ball.
Hayden Williamson with a nice spin move, looking for an opportunity. Puts it back up to the top. Big shot. Didn't come out right, though, I don't think.
It shot it out of his pole and hit the ground before the ball fully came out, I think.
Windsor will retain possession, though. It worked out all right.
Yeah, they considered it a shot because he was in shooting motion. So.
Williamson with the ball. Backside to Larm. Back out top again. Landon Scruggs with the ball there.
Seems like an isolate, try to get a pick out there. Looks like we got a penalty coming. Looks like it was a high hit.
Flag down.
They're either going to go with a cross check or like a slash to the head.
Windsor was able to score last time a penalty was called.
Good shot.
But then came up short on the man advantage as Erie scored on a man down.
It was a good take by Cooper Tyndall. I mean, had it there, just nobody there to get that rebound. Rebound came off that goalie. And be man up again.
Cross check is the call. Looks like that's Cooper Anderson who took the penalty for Erie. Windsor takes a two-minute one-man advantage with 7:07 left in the game.
Looks like we're running a closer, tighter offense with the man up. Try to get. This is how you move these defenders. You get these guys up in there and they start running around.
You see a little bit of action there from Windsor in the middle. Bachman makes the pass. Ball loose in the middle. Picked up by Erie's keeper. Makes the long pass. We saw this last time. Erie was able to score while being a man down. Loose ball in the play. Whistle blown.
Interference.
Ball's gonna go back to Windsor, I believe.
No, it's gonna go back to Erie.
Staying with Erie. Yeah.
So he lost the ball. He went to go back to the ball. Kind of stood in front of and
screened off a little bit.
So that'd be an interference for sure. So. Their work on getting their offensive unit out there. And they got four guys. Well, it looks like they got all five now. Still got a man down for a little bit.
And you can choose, obviously, what position you want to fill. You're a man down, but.
Yeah.
Okay. So get your offense full speed.
Yeah, he was a midi.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you got a defender that's in the box, like a long pole.
Yeah.
You have to be man down on that side.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's not whoever.
Yeah. I mean, it's no matter what on the attacking side, you're going to be man down.
Okay.
So, the advantage has to go to the other team.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you can't be a man down on offense and just pull a defender up and put them on offense.
To try to have a full squad over there.
Windsor with the ball and the man advantage. Man advantage has expired. So Erie back to full strength now.
He's got to get some help.
Windsor,
got 3 guys on him.
Tanner Garcia, tight roping that sideline there. Brings it up all the way. Back to Larm.
Let's see if they can work this around. And
Over the right, the left side there. Back to Bachman. Windsor is going to need to get a little more aggressive on the goal-scoring side if they want to make a game of this. Trey Botts bringing the ball in, taking it around the backside. Back out to Hayden Williamson.
looks like he was trying to work it down there to X and come from down.
Garcia with the ball now. Looking to the sidelines for some play calling from coach. Takes it in, takes a shot,
good
got the
shot,
goal.
got the
Great
goal.
camera angle, great shot by Tanner Garcia. Had a little screen there, and as you said, looked like he was going up top, and it went down low.
Yeah, and I don't know if you could see that, it looked like he was going to, as soon as he came up top, you see the goalie already moved for that direction.
Yep. There's the replay of it there. Goalie a little frustrated.
Great.
Seltzer's a little upset with himself for letting that one go in, but Tanner Garcia gets one past. Cuts the lead to 12-4. There's Garcia right there. Getting some pats on the back from his coaches as well, he should. Trey Botts also the one who kind of helped to set that one up with the pass. Windsor now back in the face-off circle. Needing to get a couple more pretty quick. If we get that lead down to 6 with about 4 left. Cross-check in the back, no call.
Yeah, I mean.
It looked worse than it was, I guess, yeah.
He stood his ground. The guy came into him. He stood his ground, didn't extend. So that's probably why there's no flag on that.
Shot wide. Going to stay with Erie as we approach the 4-minute mark.
It sounds like he's got him in a zone defense right now.
We've got some game left to play, but I got to say, I think coming into this game, I talked to a few of the boys, and they knew they were in for a heck of a team, but they've played really well.
Yeah,
I think they played really well.
Since Erie's inception, this has been a really solid program. They bring in a lot of really solid kids. That's another one of those.
Yeah, tough to defend that one. He's right in your face. Charlie O'Brien with the goal coming right around the corner. And they tried to check him off a little bit, but he was able to get that shot off at very, very close range.
When you get him down low like that you got to play that body.
Yeah.
Got to get the body game going. So it just happens so fast, though. He's
There's Gage Bachman.
Pretty quick attackman down there.
Windsor's going to put someone else out there for the face-off.
It's Kyle. He's a JV kid.
Kyle Phelps?
Yeah, he swings up. And
Yep.
He's the other face-off guy. Face-off specialist, as they like to call him. Back in the day, it was a FOGO. But they kind of got rid of that. It was face-off, get-off.
Oh.
But they've kind of modified the position a little bit. These guys get out there and actually play some defense and stuff now. At the higher levels, that's kind of what they do. They face off and they get off the field. It's their whole job.
The specialization of that is kind of amazing. That would be the only thing you do.
Well,
Take the face off, win or lose, get off the field.
Some of these guys, like you'll see them at the higher levels too. I mean, you'll have these guys that they're monsters. Like they're just monstrous guys. They're really good at face-off. But boy, you don't want them throwing the ball. Their sticks are mangled, and they don't have the lacrosse field skills as much as like that skill specifically.
Erie's going to keep the ball on that out of bounds. Another spin move. Seen this before. Coming right down the middle. Right down the middle. Untouched.
That's what they call an around the world.
Liam Connors.
So he took it from his right side, came all the way around the back to shoot that one.
Right down the middle. Connor made the nice run on the play, and Windsor wasn't able to pick it up in time. And
a lot of times
Carter's saying the same thing.
Yeah, you'll see those with the you know, it's basically you're increasing your shot angle. You're too far down to come back and shoot, so they just kind of come around from the back.
2:38 left in the game. 14-4 now.
Looks like Bachman's back out there. Preston Billings got the pickup on that.
Got the ball back again. Put it back up top to the quarterback, Tanner Garcia. Tanner gets the offense going.
Yeah, Bachman comes out and he usually switches sticks. Coach has a stick ready for him to get back in the game.
Gotcha, okay.
That face-off stick gets pretty mangled.
I might have to take a look at one of those someday.
They get twisted up, and you know the plastic gets pretty. They go through a lot of sticks. I'm fortunate not to have a face-off kid for a son because they buy a lot of lacrosse.
A lot of
sticks.
sticks. Nice drive in, big save. Selters with the save and gets the rebound. Controls that right back out. Erie on the fast break going the other way.
That was a great shot.
That was a good shot. Good shot. Good opportunity, and then just like that, Erie comes back with another goal. That's Alex Janata. Was injured earlier in the game, comes back to get a goal.
It's one of their face-off specialists.
Coming through with a goal.
Yeah.
Multi-talented.
It's like I say, it's a different game. You know, as it evolves, it's less and less you're seeing. I mean, the game they're putting out for the Olympics now is called the Sixes, and there's not even they don't play a face-off. You face off at the beginning of the game and at halftime. And what they've done is they've shortened the field, and there's only six players on the field, including a goalie, so 5 and a goalie on the entire field.
Okay.
And they run the entire field. You start from the goal. So when they score, the goalie starts the game up. It's a really fast game. That's what's going in the Olympics in, I believe, 2024.
Interesting. That'll be fun to watch. Sounds like rugby sevens a little bit.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's just a really fast, and it's super fast.
Opens up the game a little bit more.
Yeah, they did a kind of a little, sneak peek. The Professional Lacrosse League did a Sixes tournament this year.
Okay.
Looks like they got the ball out of
post, off the post. Heard that one all the way up here at the booth.
goalie's best friend.
Yeah, 2 times tonight.
Yeah.
23 seconds left in the game. Windsor is going to take possession. They're going to have to move pretty quick.
I think they'll still focus on just ball movement and playing good offense, though. It's better for not for the game, but for team play as it is and for the season. So
this is going to take Windsor's record to 3-5, 2-1 in conference. There's the final buzzer. And our final score tonight, Erie Tigers 15, Windsor Wizards 4. Sean, I want to thank you a ton for being here tonight. Much appreciated.
Look forward to the next
having
time.
you with us. Windsor Lacrosse will be on the road next week for 2 games, the Saturday game at Canvas Field, and then one more game on Thursday. Then they're back at home next week. So for Sean Billings, I'm Mike Fassa. Thanks for joining us, and have a good evening.
Good night.